This is problem 6 from test 3 review. And I wanted to go over this because a lot of people didn't know how to solve this problem using algebra. A couple of things. This is a function notation. So when you have f of x equal to an equation, simply what that means is this f of x can also be thought of as y. It's a different notation. So you're used to seeing y equals, x plus something, or x minus something, or x times something. In this case, you could look at this as y equals x over 5 minus 1/5. It's weird in two ways, because you have f of x, and you have an x in a fraction, and that's a little harder to rearrange and solve for that x, or to plug in values and then solve. Now in this situation, we have f of x equal to -4. That does not mean you plug -4 into the equation as x. It does not mean -4 equals x. It doesn't mean that. What that means is the f of x equals -4. So the entire equation is set equal to -4. You could think of it as y. It's kind of like saying y equals -4. And remember, f of x is the y, so we have a value plugged in there instead. So -4 equals x over 5 minus 1/5. This is still very awkward because x over 5 is weird to solve for something like that, but we can do this. So what you have to do is, it's easier if this was multiplied, because we would just leave it as a term by itself for a moment while we move this. So let's take this term, and we're going to move it to the other side of the equal sign. So it's minus 1/5, so we're going to add 1/5 to both sides of the equation. So we're going to add 1/5 to both sides of the equation. This ends up going away, minus 1/5 plus 1/5, and then we still have the x over the 5. I have all kinds of colors going here. But what we've done is just move the 1/5 to the other side of the equation. Now what we want to do is multiply both sides by 5 so that this denominator is no longer in our way, so to speak. So the whole thing, minus 4 plus 1/5, can be multiplied by 5. But whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So we're also going to multiply this by 5. So you have x over 5 times 5, 5 times this. We use the distributive property. 5 times the -4, and then 5 times the 1/5. So 5 times -4 is -20. -20. That looks terrible. -20, and then 5 times the 1/5. Remember, this is 5 over 1. So 5 times the numerators is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. So we have 5 over 5 plus 5 over 5. And then we have equals here. We have, remember, this is 5 over 1. 5 times x, which is 5x. 1 times 5 is 5 over 5. Okay, so these 5 over 5s just equal 1. They're gone. Our denominator has been gone. But don't forget, this is a 1. That's a 1, but it's really just the x there. So we have x, we have a 1, plus negative 20. Negative 20 plus 1, find the difference, which is 19, and the larger number 20 has a negative integer on it, so we have negative 19 equals x. So our answer to this problem is negative 19. So we solve for the x there because the negative 4 equal to the entire function. We have to set the total function equal to negative 4. So that means x over 5 minus 1/5 is equal to negative 4, and we rearrange to solve for the x.